In this tutorial, I will show you how to join a Zoom meeting and utilize some features that may be used by your course instructor in a synchronous online session. This tutorial will show the desktop client on a Mac, though it looks exactly the same on a PC. If you are using a mobile device, please see the tutorial for mobile app version of Zoom. To join the meeting, your meeting host may share a hyperlink with you to automatically join, or they may post a 9-digit room number, which is the same as the numbers at the end of that hyperlink. The first time you use Zoom, the desktop client will download to your computer automatically. This will allow you to utilize all of the features Zoom has to offer. If you do not have the ability to download this, you can just join with the web link. Click Join in Zoom to enter those 9 numbers. You can edit the name that the other participants will see. Your audio and video may start automatically depending on the host's initial settings for the meeting. Ideally, you want to connect to computer audio and have your video turned on. If you are prompted by your computer to allow Zoom access to your camera and microphone, make sure you allow that. When you join the class, the instructor may or may not have already muted your microphone. After you've said hello, it's a good idea to mute the microphone so that you don't transmit any unwanted noise.
Now I'm going to introduce you to a few features you may use in your courses. While you are viewing your Zoom, you may want to switch back and forth between the speaker view, which shows the person speaking largest on the screen, to the gallery view that shows all the people in the session in the same size box. While the instructor is presenting, if you have a question, you may also want to try the chat feature. You can quietly share a message with everyone in the class, or you can switch who you're sending it to individual students or to the instructor themselves. If you are in full screen mode, the window will appear as a floating box, or you can exit full screen mode and then your chat window will appear in the right-hand column.
Another thing you might want to do, let's say you have a question for the instructor. If you type your question in this back channel, it may take a little while for the instructor to get to that back channel. I know some instructors may decide to every few minutes pause and go see if there are any questions listed. That's going to be up to your instructor. But another option is the raising hand. So if you click where it says participants, it's going to bring up another window on top of that chat, and you can click raise hand. And you'll see that little hand symbol appears next to your name. When your hand is raised, the instructor gets a notification visually on their screen that you have your hand raised. When they are looking at their screen, I'm going to switch over here. They can either click, they can address you directly, and they can unmute you. And when they click to unmute you, it gives you a little prompt here that says the host would like to unmute your microphone. So then you can click that, and now the instructor is going to be able to hear you, and actually everyone will be able to hear you as you're talking out loud here. And then you could remute yourself, or the instructor might choose to mute for you. So here it says you are muted by the host. When you are finished with your question, I recommend you push this button that says lower your hand. If you do not, though, the instructor can lower your hand for you after they've addressed your question. So those are 2 ways you can get the attention of the instructor during a class, and this is especially important if you're in a larger class size. You'll see there is a record button here at the bottom of the screen. If I click record, the meeting host has to give that permission, and that's going to be up to the instructor whether or not you can record your screen and their screen. So I can just say okay here. If the instructor doesn't give you permission, you're not going to be able to record on that end. The final thing I want to show you in the bottom here is this share button. Your instructor may choose to share a screen with you, but you also could share a screen with your instructor. So when you click this button, you have a lot of different options. You can, certain programs may have specific options for sharing, but in general, if you click desktop, it's just going to share everything you see on your computer with the instructor and actually with everyone in the course. You also could share a whiteboard, or your instructor may share a whiteboard with you. But when you're doing that, this is something you can annotate, and you can either type on, or you can draw on. The drawing is especially useful if you're joining from a tablet. When you're finished and everyone has been working on this, you can save that work and it'll save as an image file for you. So for now, I'm going to stop that share here. There are options for everyone else in there, unless if you block them, that other people can annotate on your same board. Something else your instructor may do is the instructor may put you in what's called the breakout groups. And I'm going to lean over to the instructor side over here and do that. And when the instructor does that, you're going to get a notification that tells you the instructor wants to put you into that breakout room. And all you do is join that room. It's going to take just a few minutes or a few moments. Okay. It's giving you a few reminders that you're in a breakout room, that you're currently muted. Again, in the lower left-hand corner, you can unmute yourself here. All the same features are here for you. So if you want to share, let's say you're working on a task, you can share your whiteboard with your group. And on your group side, they will have some view options where they can join and annotate as well. If you have, let me stop this share here. In the bottom screen, let's say your group is working and you need the instructor to help you. Right now, the instructor is not in this room with you unless if they choose to be in that room with you. If you click Ask for Help, it says you can invite the host for if you have assistance. So if you click Invite the Host, on the other end, the host has gotten an alert that said that Breakout Room 2 has asked for some help. And I can, from here, if I join as the instructor, sorry, I clicked that. And here comes the instructor has now joined this group. Okay. When your time is up, the instructor may call everyone back so you can get a notification, or they may tell you a specific time. The instructor may type a message and say, in 5 minutes, we will leave our groups. So if the instructor sent that message, goodness, you can see that you get the alert at the top of your screen here, so the instructor can talk to you all that way. And when it's time, the instructor can choose to close all of the rooms, and it's going to give you this message. It automatically sets it at 1 minute, so you can finish up the things that you're saying, and as soon as your group is ready, you can click Return to the main session, and it'll bring you back to the whole group. And again, I'm still on mute here at the bottom, but you may choose to mute yourself again when you get back here. So really using Zoom with the whiteboards and the breakout rooms and the chat features, you can really facilitate similar learning experiences as you could if you were all in the same room. Ultimately, it's up to the instructor to structure these synchronous meetings that you have, and they can actually control a lot of things from their end.
Zoom makes it pretty easy to join in synchronous online learning. All you need is a working computer or tablet and a strong internet connection.